Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, we conclude our series on Tullahoma's new Director of City Schools, and the Tullahoma Fire Department has some great tips on winter fire safety. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Ford Escape, up to $6,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. The number of federal employees applying for Tennessee unemployment insurance benefits has more than doubled during the last 10 days as the partial shutdown of the United States government moves into its fourth week. The Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development's Unemployment Security Division processed 400 claims for federal employees from the day the shutdown started through January 8, 2019. The latest check of data last Friday showed the number of claims has more than doubled to nearly 900. If the state approves an application for benefits, unemployment claimants must certify online each week that they are available to work. The state is deferring the requirement federal claimants conduct weekly online job searches in order to receive benefits because they are part of a temporary layoff.
It is important to keep in mind the first week a person files for benefits is considered their waiting week, and the claimant will not receive money. The earliest a claimant can expect payment is after 2 weeks of filing certifications. Since this is the peak season for unemployment claims coupled with the federal shutdown, it could take up to 21 days to make a determination on an application for benefits. The maximum weekly benefit in Tennessee is $275, which is subject to federal income taxes. Claimants can complete the application process for Tennessee unemployment insurance on the state's workforce development website at www.jobs4tn.gov.
Zach Chu is the most recent honorary alderman for Tullahoma. Let's watch as Zach is introduced to the city board.
Well, you see we have a new honorary alderman tonight. We're very pleased that Zach Chu is with us this evening. He has quite an impressive resume. I'm only going to read part of it. It's a GPA of 4.52 on a 4-point scale. He's ranked 7th out of 256 students. He's a Life Scout with Boy Scout Troop 142. He's earned 25 merit badges. He has been recognized with a Certificate of Excellence for Microeconomics. I didn't even know they taught that at the high school, but very impressive. A Certificate of Honor for Biology, Certificate of Excellence for Algebra 2 Honors, Wildcat Excellence Award. He's had numerous positions, leadership positions in the troop. So, Zachary, welcome as an honorary alderman tonight. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and introduce your family that's here.
My family is Joseph and Tanya Shealy, and my sister Juliana Shealy. And I am a member of the Tullahoma High School Band as a level 1 leadership position. I am a Boy Scout. I recently completed my Eagle project. It was a little programmable study at the Hands-On Science Center. I also attend the I attend the First Presbyterian Youth Group, but I'm a member of St. Paul's Church.
Now, what are your plans after graduation, Zach?
I plan to attend the University of Alabama in Huntsville. And I want to pursue biochemistry, get at least a master's, maybe a full-on doctorate. And I could use that to go into pharmaceutical science, primarily focus on the research aspect of drug development.
Very impressive young man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Zach, we appreciate you being here tonight, and if you would stand near your seat, and we've got a certificate recognizing you as the honorary alderman tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The Tullahoma Utility Authority says if you're looking to save money on your utility bill, you could take advantage of TVA's Winter Time of Use Peak Hours program. TVA's Winter Time of Use Peak Hours are from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. weekdays through March. There are no peak hours on weekends and federally recognized holidays. You can save money on your power bill during wintertime by choosing not to cook, run the dishwasher, wash clothes, or use other larger forms of electricity from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. weekdays.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 up to $10,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Welcome back. Tonight we bring you our final segment of Tom Corrington's interview with Director of Tullahoma City Schools.
With tools, you're able to amplify and accelerate teaching. Just like our television show here today. It's you and I talking. We've got 3 cameras that are being remotely run by 2 gentlemen in the back. So there's just the 4 of us creating this show where, 9-10 years ago, there probably would have been 7 or 8 people doing it. Mm-hmm. And so there's an example there on how leveraging technology, we're able to create content. And one of the things that's been a hindrance in the past is when I was in the classroom, if I did a homework assignment, many times it was for an audience of 1, the teacher. And many times I just got it done to have the teacher leave me alone. And in a digital reality, there is the possibility of every child to see what every other child is doing. And so all of a sudden that work that was just for an audience of 1 potentially could be for an audience of the whole world. A couple weeks ago, we had a team go over to Marvin Wright Elementary School at Murray County, where I was a year ago. We went into a 4th grade classroom. And that every child in the room had a digital device, and they had 4 flat screen televisions on the wall that the children could use Apple TV and whatever they were working on, put it on the TV. And so the teacher, as she moved around, could give one-to-one assistance, but she could also look up and see what the other children were doing, and the other children could look up and see, and all of us, if you're only doing things for an audience of 1, you get her done. But if, you don't want to look silly in front of your friends.
Yeah, no, that must be kind of interesting. We've been talking today, folks, with Mr. John Carver, who is the newly arrived Director of Schools for the City of Tullahoma. Just been on board officially since the 1st of November. And so he's just getting his feet on the ground and trying to decide where he wants the system to go, whether we all want it to go. So, John, have you got a message you'd like to deliver to the folks out there?
You bet. Well, again, my wife Pam and I are so blessed to be here, and we are excited with all the possibilities and potential here in Tullahoma City Schools. We had senior leadership from Apple Computer here a couple weeks ago, and told them about the research facility out at Arnold, and we also took them over for lunch at Miss Mary Bobo's. And one of the comments was made from one of the Apple folks was that Tullahoma has the potential to become the next Silicon Valley. We have the infrastructure, we have the kids, and more important, we have this sense of adventure here. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her, and now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Fire Chief Richard Chasteen stopped by our studios to talk about wintertime fire safety.
This time of year it gets a little bit tricky because people have been used to maybe having their furniture placed around in their houses for the warm weather and possibly in front of their heaters, which they should never do, but they tend to do that. And then when you get a cold snap, those heaters will come on and ignite the items sitting in front of them sometimes. We believe that's what happened the other night at an apartment fire we had at Eastgate.
Right.
We believe there was something placed too close in front of the heater that came on. So we just caution everybody to just kind of look around your home and your office and make sure that you don't have something sitting too close. You know, we recommend 36 inches minimum in front of a heater. We have to remind Melissa of that a lot. She has a heater under her desk, which a lot of people do this time of year. And so we have to keep eye on her too.
Yeah,
I do. It's cold.
Well, you know, it would be kind of embarrassing, Melissa, if all of a sudden your desk caught on fire.
Yeah,
but at least there'd probably be somebody there that would know how to put it out.
That's exactly right. I have the guys to take care of it.
Well, we call somebody anyway.
You call somebody, right.
Now we do have a sprinkler head right above her desk that's monitoring her at all times, keeping us safe and her safe.
And I'm sure this time of the year, people have a tendency to use heaters that are require an extension cord and that sort of thing. How big a problem is that?
Well, that causes us some problems because they'll tend to overload the cord, have it stretched under rugs and stuff. And
that's right.
When you have the heaters on, the cords start getting warm, and then you can have a potential for a fire. We've actually had that happen before. Actually had a fire fatality several years back where there was multiple plugs plugged into one of those adapters, and it just got so hot it set the floor on fire and the carpet, and it was a bad outcome. So there are sizes, there are correct cords that you can use for that, and you just need to make sure that the cord is rated for the load that you're putting on the cord.
And so if you plug something in, and I think I've heard you say this before, and the cord starts getting warm or hot.
Right.
You probably don't have a big enough cord to support that.
That's right. It shouldn't be warm. It shouldn't be hot to the touch. I mean, the cord should function without creating any heat. If you've got heat, you've got a potential of a fire.
I'm sure those cords cost a little more money maybe than a lamp cord or something like that. But
well, ideally, you don't want to use an extension cord.
Yeah.
Ideally, plug it directly into an outlet, and that way the outlet is rated for the power, and that's the safest thing, is to just not use extension cords anytime. If you need a plug somewhere else, have an electrician run you a plug that will carry the load that you're wanting to carry.
So you're best to just avoid those altogether.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We also, of course, we talk about smoke alarms all the time. Melissa can explain to you what to do if you need a smoke alarm.
And you guys have a major program here in Tullahoma where I think they're free, right?
They are.
Tell us a little bit about that.
We have the smoke alarms that we get through the state, and we have them there. Anybody that needs a smoke alarm can come see us, or call 455-0936. They can come see me. If they're in the Tullahoma city limits, we go and install them. And we can just set up a time, a day that they need them, and we work around everybody's schedule. So they are more than welcome to come see us. As long as they're in the Tullahoma city limits, we can help anybody that needs them.
Yeah, and I bet you may not remember how many, but I bet you guys have put hundreds of those in, have you?
We've done, I mean, it's been great, and I mean, the program's great, and we are so glad to help so many people, and we have had a lot of success with the program.
And you can't hardly beat this deal, folks. Number one, they're free, and number two, some of the firemen will come and put them in for you if you don't know how.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we started this program actually on our own in 2009, and then the state picked it up in 2012 and started doing it statewide with a grant. Before the grant was available, the Kiwanis Club was actually buying us smoke alarms as we would need them, and we would install them for free. So then, so we did it for about 3 years by ourselves. We've probably installed over 3,000. And the state fire marshal, one of the representatives, was down the other day doing some updating with us and said we're one of the top departments in the state. That we're very aggressive, and he was just expressing extreme thanks for the job we do, and our guys and girls stay busy doing it. I mean, they do all this other stuff all day long too, and then a lot of times in the evening they'll go out and put 2 or 3 sets of smoke alarms in for people, because that's when the people are home, and it's a lot of work, but we feel like it's saving a lot of property and a lot of lives. For instance, last year, the whole year, we only had 6 structure fires in Tullahoma that were reported.
That's unbelievable.
We feel like there was a lot more fires that started, but with the smoke alarm and the early notification, they probably put them out, turned the stove off, moved the piece of equipment away from the heater.
Right.
And they don't bother calling us and saying, hey, we don't need you. So we feel like it's a great program. It's been very effective.
More News Leader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Ford EcoSport, yours today for $299 a month. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community, because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future in a world that's changing fast. Do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do it all with confidence, kindness, and strength. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life, what matters to me is that you keep doing.
Welcome back. Millions of Americans suffer daily from arthritis pain. This video from the Center for Disease Control will show you how incorporating exercise into your daily routine could help you with this issue.
In the United States today, over 1 in 5 adults, or more than 50 million Americans, live with the pain and discomfort of arthritis. But it doesn't have to be this way. Many people use physical activity to manage their arthritis pain. If you personally don't know the pain and stiffness of arthritis, chances are you know someone who does. Arthritis pain prevents many people from living the life they want to live and from doing what they want.
CDC TV presents Health Matters.
The barriers we know exist, pain, fear of pain or joint damage, and not knowing what exercise is safe, discourage many who experience discomfort or disability from taking advantage of our body's own natural arthritis pain reliever, physical activity.
Millions of Americans report that arthritis interferes with what they either want or need to do.
Going up and down stairs was very painful. Even just getting dressed and putting your shoes on was a daily task that I could not do myself.
Many of those people know that they should be physically active, but arthritis keeps getting in their way.
A long time ago, doctors would meet people with arthritis and tell them to rest their joints because we didn't have a lot of good treatments. That's not true at all. Actually, resting your joints stiffens them up.
What we're really talking about when we're encouraging people with arthritis to be more physically active is doing moderate physical activity like walking, swimming, biking that get their heart rate up a little bit or get them breathing a little bit harder.
Aim to do moderate physical activity 5 days a week for 30 minutes a day. Exercising as little as 10 minutes at a time will allow you to achieve the recommended 2.5 hours per week and get real health benefits.
You want to listen to your body so that if you're too sore, a couple hours later you know to cut back, maybe do a little bit less duration or frequency.
It's not running a marathon. It's not the no pain, no gain idea. It really helps reduce some arthritis-specific symptoms like pain, swelling, limitations. Things like fatigue and depression also improve with physical activity.
Once I started exercising, now I do it every morning. I do weights and I do the stretching, and I have to do that every day.
Some people prefer to exercise on their own at their convenience, and that's fine. Other people are a little worried about what kind of exercise might be safe for them. So in that case, they can look for a community-based physical activity program.
Most people will be seeing real benefits in 4 to 6 weeks. They'll be having less pain in their joints than they did earlier.
Some people feel defeated by their arthritis, or that arthritis has taken away the life that they want.
Am I a victim of it? Yeah. Did I ask for it? No. Did I do anything to cause it? No. But you can't let that mentality stop you from moving forward.
And by regaining that sense of control, and a variety of self-management strategies can help them take charge, they can get their life back.
Since I started exercising and changed my diet, I'm able to go any place that I want to go on my own.
Find an arthritis exercise program tailored for you. You can take charge of your arthritis and your life.
You can ignore it, which obviously is not very good.
Arthritis will always be a part of me, but it's not going to control me or define who I am.
Or you can let it control you.
Because sitting down and lying down and not doing anything and feeling sorry for yourself is the worst thing you could do.
Or you can do everything you can to try to control it.
I do whatever I want to do and go where I want to go, and I'm free.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include a trio of performers from the South Jackson Street Band who will play us a couple of tunes, previewing what you can expect at their upcoming Valentine's Day dance. We'll have coverage from yesterday's Dr. Martin Luther King Day events in Tullahoma, and a new Tenova physician, Dr. Crater, will come by and tell us about his new practice. All that and more on this week's Living.
And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Kia Stinger, yours today for only $370 a month. Kia is the power to surprise with its 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Stop by Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma and let us tell you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1937 at 74 degrees. The record low was in 1985 at -2 degrees. The average high on this day is 50 and the average low is 30. Rain in the forecast again for tonight with a low of 34. Rain continues in the forecast for Wednesday with a high of 50 and a low of 26, and partly cloudy weather expected on Thursday with a high of 40 and a low of 18. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.